let's start our deep dive with tearaway stabilizer. Tearaway stabilizer is a must for any sewist, whether you're a garment sewer, whether you're an embroiderer, whether you love to do decorative stitching. Tearaway stabilizer is the first stabilizer that most of us have ever used. And when you're working on something like this, happens to be a silk, and with this particular fabric, it is non-stretchy. It is a nice woven fabric, and as a garment sewist, I use a little bit of tearaway stabilizer just behind my buttonhole to make it look really nice. And I use that as well as the interfacing in the garment. So always when I'm doing buttonholes, always love to put a little bit of tearaway stabilizer, and that will help support my buttonhole. And also you can see on here a little bit of embroidery. Again, tearaway stabilizer. It's a nice fabric that I can hoop, and so love to use the tearaway that way. Just another quick example. This was a fun little shirt that I did, and it's just got little geckos running all over it. And again, this is just a regular, it's not a stretchy fabric. So again, that tearaway stabilizer works just fine. And finally, if maybe you aren't an embroiderer, you don't garment sew, but you like to use your decorative stitches. This little piece is just a little sampler. And what I want to show you is, if I can get up close enough, see those decorative stitches, really pretty decorative stitches throughout. With those decorative stitches, the support is that tearaway stabilizer. So when you get done, you can tear that away. So tearaway, key for you guys as you're first working with stabilizers. That's always the first one you're going to want to purchase and have in your sewing room. There are different kinds of tearaways. Of course, I guess we always love those choices. Usually with tearaway, the couple things that are different is the weight. There is a super lightweight tearaway, regular tearaway, and then a heavyweight tearaway. Normally, in general, that's the type of stabilizer or weight of stabilizer will be dependent upon what your fabric is. So the heavier the fabric, the heavier the stabilizer you're going to use. So unlike lightweight quilting cottons or things like that, this lightweight type of tearaway is fine. If you're working on, again, wools, knits, or excuse me, not knits, that comes up next. Working on wools or maybe even denim or something like that, that's when you're going to use a regular weight tearaway, or maybe even a little bit heavier weight tearaway. If by chance you only have lightweight tearaway at home, you can always put 2 layers if you need that for support. So either the light or the regular tearaway, those are going to be the ones you want to start out with. And just in case you saw, I have a couple dark garments, right, that I was using. Tearaway does come in a couple different colors, usually just white or black, but for dark things, use black tearaways. For light things, use the white tearaway. Doesn't matter if you use white on black or black on white fabrics, no, because it does go away. I just like it in case there's just a little bit that's left over. The last tearaway that I want to share with you is actually, it's kind of a specialty tearaway, and it is a sticky tearaway. And this particular type of sticky tearaway, I don't know if we can see that. It's very shiny or very slick on one side, and then on the other side, it feels like the regular tearaway. The thing with the slick on the one side is that is actually where the sticky is. And then what you do is when you either hoop or you work with this on your fabrics, basically it's usually when you're hooping, you take this part away and it exposes the sticky part so you can see how this is sticky. The reason why you would use this, especially in embroidery, so this really is for embroidery, is you're actually going to hoop the tearaway itself, the sticky tearaway. You're going to take the slick part off and expose the sticky. And that's when you're going to work with it. And when you're trying not to actually, it's called hoop burn, when you actually hoop a fabric and it actually leaves a little bit of a indentation where the hoop was. It's going to be hard to see on camera, but this little shirt that I did, this is velvet. And with this velvet, it is not only a stretch velvet, but it's also a something that I don't want to hoop, because if I put this in the hoop, it's going to crush the velvet. So what I do is I use the sticky tearaway in the hoop, and then I can just stick my fabric in and baste around the hoop, so that'll hold everything in place. So with your tearaways, again, very first thing, if you're new to embroidery, if you're new to sewing, if you just want to enhance your decorative stitching, that tearaway stabilizer is great. It's going to give you the foundation that you need. And again, different weights will be for different weights of fabric, different weights of the stabilizer for different weights of fabrics. So everyone, that's your starting point. Go get some tearaway stabilizer. It's going to help enhance all of your sewing.